Texas, the suspected mass killer now in custody. Authorities say 38-year-old Francisco Oropesa was found in the city of Cut and Shoot, Texas, hiding in a closet under a pile of laundry, less than 20 miles from the scene where he's accused of shooting and killing 5 of his neighbors, including a 9-year-old boy. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock is live from Cold Spring, Texas. Also joining us is Philip Mudd, former deputy director of the CIA's Counterterrorist Center and former FBI senior intelligence advisor. Sam, what is the latest we know this morning on this investigation?
So on a deep sigh of relief for everybody here in Southeast Texas. Over my shoulder, you'll see the county jail. And we do know for a fact that Francisco Oropesa is inside right now. He is awaiting a $5 million bond hearing at some point this morning. And it really puts to rest the question of whether or not he was located here, somewhere else in the state of Texas, or perhaps in Mexico. As you mentioned a second ago, the suspect was only about 15 miles away from where the massacre occurred. Hearing an update today from officials here, a couple of very pertinent pieces of information. One of them, there have now been multiple arrests. It's not just Oropesa. And so we are also learning it is potentially his wife who was arrested. The sheriff from Montgomery County, neighboring county here, confirming to us, or at least to the Associated Press at this point, that it is his wife who's in jail right now. She is charged with, or at least facing the potential charges of preventing, the apprehension of a known felon. So that's going on right now. At the same time, we are also learning details about how this chase went down. Authorities confirming here today that earlier in the week, when we thought there was a false alarm of just a whole rush of resources going to Highway 105 nearby, it turns out it was Oropesa. It was the suspect on foot, and he managed to get to this house just a matter of days later. They're still piecing the timelines together, but apparently, Anna, he had obtained a cell phone and was in contact with some folks that he knew in the area, and ultimately it was an FBI tip that got them to that city and to that private residence. Here is the deputy sheriff this morning discussing for us what the confrontation was like and setting the stage for what comes next.
Simple flurry of resistance, but they had a canine dog, from what I understand, and there's no injuries of any kind. The house is connected. I'm not going to say anything about that right now because the investigation's we're still going.